Hi and welcome to today's video in the Study Unifees Daily With series. Today's video is all about the process for studying in Australia. In this video, we'll be discussing all the steps you have to take to ensure that you start your studies in Australia. It all starts with making the decision to study in Australia. This is something that you have to deliberate over for a really long time. This is also something that you have to factor in a whole lot of information. Remember, there is no one destination that is best for all international students. So take your time making this decision and also factor in all the available information while deciding if you really want to study in Australia or not. Once you've decided that you really want to study in Australia, then you have entered stage 1 of the process. Stage 1 is probably the most time-consuming stage because there are so many things that you have to do simultaneously. In stage 1, the first thing you have to do is a bit of financial planning. First, you have to decide whether you want to take an education loan or not. Go to your bank and get counseling on all the pros and cons of getting an education loan. If you decide not to get an education loan, then you must make long-term financial plans so that none of the expenses while you're studying in Australia are delayed or hampered. Also in stage 1, you will have to basically decide which language proficiency test you must take and start preparing for the same. Though TOEFL, IELTS and PTE are all tests of English proficiency, it is wise to research all three and then decide which one aligns with your abilities in English. At the same time, research universities. Australia has a total of 40 plus universities. Research universities in your preferred locations. Check out their courses to see if each component of the course aligns with your career goals. Stage 1 also involves collecting all your academic credits. Make sure you get all your transcripts and your academic certificates along with teacher recommendations on time. Also, collect certification for your extracurricular and co-curricular activities. In stage 1, it's also a good idea to start working on your statement of purpose and your GTE statement. This document, which is written by you, takes a long time to plan and an even longer time to execute. This may involve several edits after taking consultation with your counselors. So make sure you start writing your SOP and your GTE statement as early as possible. When all this is done, you come to stage 2. Stage 2 also occurs while you're preparing for the IELTS, but after you have chosen a university. Stage 2 is basically applying for conditional acceptance. To apply for conditional acceptance, go to the university website of your final choice university, fill in the application forms, submit your academic credentials and also your passport. Submit your SOP because some universities will require an SOP at this stage. Once you have done all that, you will receive a conditional acceptance. Then we come to stage 3. Remember, stage 3 occurs when you have received a conditional acceptance letter. Now it is time to apply for an unconditional acceptance. If you have not submitted your SOP yet, now is the time to do so. Also, submit your IELTS or TOEFL or PTE score. Submit your financial documentation that demonstrates that you are able to pay for an education in an Australian university. Once you have done all this, if everything aligns and is in accordance with university admission policies, you will get your unconditional offer. Then we come to stage 4. Stage 4 is after you receive your unconditional acceptance. Stage 4 is basically processing for your COE or confirmation of enrollment. To get your COE, you will have to pay the university fees, get overseas health cover or OSHC, and also get your med checks done. If there are any remaining conditions that have to be fulfilled. These have to be fulfilled in stage 4 before you get your CO. Once your COE is issued by your final choice university, you reach stage 5. Stage 5 is about collecting your visa documentation. There are several things you will need to apply for a visa. First, you will need your COE and also a valid passport. In addition to this, you will also need your GTE or Genuine Temporary Entrance Statement. You will also have to collect all your academic transcripts and certification. And if you have work experience, letters that pertain to this experience. Also, you will need to submit your IELTS and TOEFL during the visa application. You will also have to submit all your financial documentation, along with overseas health cover and your passport size photos. Stage 6 is actually applying for your visa. The visa application starts with checking whether you have all the documents. The evidentiary check is on the Department of Home Affairs website. Use it to check if you've got all the documents you need to apply for your Australian student visa. Next, once you have checked whether you have all the documentation, you need to create an account at IMI account, which is also on the Department of Home Affairs website. Read the terms and conditions to make sure that you're aware of every term associated with your plans to study in Australia. Fill in the forms, pay the application fees, get your TRN number, submit your application and documents, and your visa application is complete. Next, in stage 7, you will receive your visa decision. Once you get your visa, it's now time to book your flight tickets. Make sure to book your flight tickets early to get the best deals from airlines. It is also time to confirm your accommodation, no matter whether you're living on campus or off campus. Shopping is also very important because there are many things that are cheaper at home than in Australia. While shopping, make sure to get some ethnic wear because Australian universities have many events in which you will be required to attend wearing your country's wear. Finally, you travel to Australia. Stage 8 is when you actually arrive in Australia. Go to the university, complete all the registration formalities. This is usually done at the Office for International Admissions. Check into your accommodation. Stage 9 is familiarization. Make sure that you get familiar with your campus. Find out where all the relevant departments and facilities are. Locate things like the library or the cafeteria. Basically, get to know your way around. Also, make a routine that includes all your classes, any tutorials, and also your studies at home. At this time also, it's important to settle your banking. Meet your academic advisor. Remember that these people are people who will help you for the entire duration of your course. Make sure that your academic plans aligns with the advice that your academic advisor gives you. The final stage, stage 10, is commencing your studies. First, make sure you attend your orientation. Most universities will have a compulsory orientation for international students. Try to understand everything in the orientation and then start your classes. And make sure you attend regularly because universities have very strict attendance requirements in Australia. Study Unifees brings you lots of videos like this. We have videos for TOEFL, IELTS, PTE, ACT, GRE and GMAT. Watch these videos to get your test preparation plans on track. We also have plenty of videos of studying abroad, not just in Australia, but also in the USA, Canada, UK, New Zealand, Europe and Singapore. Thanks for watching this video. To get your IELTS, PTE or TOEFL plans on track, or to get your plans to study in Australia on track, connect with us at studyunifees.io. Till then, all the best and take care.